Hey guys, Ozzy my Pokemon here, and today I have a Wi-Fi battle. No top 10 video for today, so let's just get right into it. So he leads off with his Magiona, and I lead off with my Primal Groudon, so I want to get those Stealth Rocks up, but he switches into his Giratina, and unfortunately, what that means is that he can just defog those right away. So I switch into Kyogre, which is kind of like my special tank wall kind of thing. And he gets through those rocks, and I'm here going to go for the Thunder, predicting the obvious switch into the Toxapex. It's really low now, looking like another Origin Pulse will take it out, so I go for that in case he switches, but he actually goes for the Baneful Bunker, which means, you know, he's not going to get hit. So here, I go for the Origin Pulse. It does a decent chunk to Rayquaza, but then he goes for the Dragon Ascent, and that does a lot more than I thought it would. Reveals his Life Orb, but the Ice Beam definitely takes him out there, so he falls, and then he sends out his Yveltal now. Yveltal was a big problem throughout this whole match, just saying, like, he was so hard to deal with. But I switched into my Mewtwo, forgetting that almost every single Yveltal carries Sucker Punch. I don't know why I made such a big misplay, but anyway, I switch into my own Yveltal. This is a Choice Specs Yveltal, it's pretty powerful, and I go for the Oblivion Wing, and it does not much. Magiona is very bulky, as you know, so obviously I gotta switch here. I don't want to have to take a Fluor Cannon, and you know, it does 36%, which is not much for a crit. So Groudon's still looking pretty healthy. As he switches into his Giratina, I go for the Stealth Rocks again, but of course he can just defog those away. But this time I go into my own Giratina and he just Toxics it. So I can go for the Shadow Sneak now, and it does a decent chunk, around 42%. So obviously I'm going to go for that again, try and take him out because I don't want him around here. But the Draco Meteor does take me out. But that does mean I can take him out with my Yveltal, basically any attack on the next turn. But the switch to the Magiona was so obvious that I saw it coming. It's really obvious. And out comes the Toxapex now, and I can't deal with that, so I'm going to have to go into Groudon. But he Toxics me, and that basically cripples me. There's nothing I can do. As he Baneful Bunkers, so he's just going to Toxic Stall me. This Toxapex was such a big problem. It Toxic Stalled, you'll see in the end, guys, I won't explain it now. But obviously the switch to the Giratina was really obvious, so I just go for the Fire Punch. Takes him out there. My Groudon looking like it's just going to die this turn, so I just leave him in. Nothing I could do. Probably wasn't the best idea to get that Yveltal back to full health, but not the biggest deal in the world, as now I can switch into my Arceus. And I probably could have played this a lot better. I predicted the switch into Marshadow, but unfortunately he stayed in, so the Shadow Claw didn't do much. So now I start going for extreme speeds. I honestly should have just gone for Swords Dance at the start. This is a max HP, max defense Arceus, so it relies on you being able to set up, and sometimes you can't do that. So in this situation, there's nothing I can do. So I sent out my own Yveltal, and Oblivion Wing is going to take it out, which is good. And Toxapex comes out now, and by the way, my Yveltal is the last thing here. And as you can see here, like I was saying before, he just Toxic Stalls me. There's not much I can do. He's got Baneful Bunker. He's also got Protect and Recover. Sorry, not Protect, he's got Recover. And yeah, Oblivion Wing is not doing enough. I need to do a crit to get anywhere close to get him knocked out. And he's getting recovery from his Black Sludge as well. And honestly, it's just not going to take him out in time. Just going to speed it up here. I do end up getting the crit, but obviously it's too late. He just recovers himself back up, and the Toxic Stalling continues, but he actually switches to his Marshadow, and the Oblivion Wing, I don't think the crit mattered there at all, brings him down to his Sash. It didn't matter because, you know, Choice Specs Yveltal, and it actually brings me to the point where I can survive his Shadow Sneak and take him out with the Oblivion Wing, but unfortunately I do die this turn because of the Toxic. But overall, that was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. Ubers is definitely one of my favorite tiers to play, and I was looking for a match on the actual game, but I couldn't find anyone playing Ubers, so unfortunately this video is just going to be on Showdown. But I am looking for matches. I play every single tier. Currently looking for Ubers though. Add me on Twitter. My handle will be in the description. And yeah, if you guys want to see more Wi-Fi battles, make sure to subscribe. Top 10 video will probably be next week. That is top 10 strongest water type Pokemon. So be excited for that, I guess, and I'll see you guys all later.